Lala, shrug. Why you like this? I am not late at all. I am right on time. Also, I was reminded today that LFG London is on Saturday, which means the judging for the Battle of the Builds will take place on Saturday. I did the maths, and it will be at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. Let me get the link. They are on Twitch. And it starts very early in the morning for us. The 9th. Copy link. Here is the link from which they will be streaming. So, you can follow along. You can just wait for me to talk about it next week. So I checked again today. The finalists, anybody on the finalist list will get some kind of digital reward, and then the winners get the themed treasure box, like the physical item from the shop. There's a Horde version and an Alliance version. So nobody has contacted me, and I'm kind of assuming they would have contacted the finalists by now. So my assumption is I probably am not a finalist. But I don't know. I don't know what to expect here, so we'll see. Mego is judging the April challenge tomorrow night on her stream. I don't know exactly what time, but last time it was like 7 p.m. Eastern. So, oh, thank you, Chug. So we will I will be watching that one. I originally had plans for tomorrow night, but my friend's gonna be out of town, so we're having lunch next week instead of dinner tomorrow. So yeah, I will probably chat about it in Discord for anybody that is around. Today, we are going to try and do something with this tortollan build, which reminds me I need to pull up the pictures we took. Okay. So, as a reminder, we are using as an inspiration, the build of the tiki bar situation for the tortollans underwater in Razorwind Shores. So this is built inside the hull of a sunken ship. And oh, I put together a new mug today. I will show you that too. I mean, if you want to travel to London to do that, Trug, I won't stop you. So I'm gonna leave this up so I remember what I'm doing. Look at this transmog I made. It's very cute. Actually I should have. I don't love it, but it's definitely like something is happening here that I like. So she's got the kind of reds, purples, blues kind of thing going on here. I really considered a different hat and different boots, and I almost went with different gloves. But in order to get a better look, I went with the gloves and boots that kind of matched the tabard. So I really love these um, like ombre style capes from Seraph Mortis. I think I have like 2 or 3 of them now. So yeah, I like it. Why wouldn't you be allowed in England, Trugwa? Have you broken the law there? I was so upset last night when because the one rare, right, the Helmix, you have to kill all of the mud borers to get it to spawn. So I was out there for, I don't know, 45 minutes killing mud borers until it finally spawned. And then, like, I was running up to it and somebody just plopped down right in front of me and killed it. I almost cried. All right, we're doing this in a daylight circle room. We gotta block this bad boy out today. Which basically means I'm gonna try and figure out where everything's gonna go so that we can confidently start building. I don't know why this net likes to fall into the floor like that. It's super annoying. Just moving these out of the way because there was the little area like outside of the hull of the ship that I want to be able to put like a rock there to mimic that. And we're using the colors of the Founders Point shorelines because that's what our boulders match. So the environment in which this is found in will be slightly different. Boulders. Look at all these flat top boulders from doing that Harroneer themed room. Perfect. All right. So we have like a ledge on this side. I think I do kind of want to build this like up a little bit. I'll give us like a way to get up there as poor landlubbers, but like I do want it elevated. I think that's part of the coolness factor here. So that level, I think it needs to go back a little bit here, this way. Yeah, probably right about there. What am I looking for? So I'm thinking, oh, is Miss Buttons joining us today? So the Orgrimmar beams, how many? Oh, I only have 38. Well, we're gonna have to probably trade in some Belemeth beams for some Orgrimmar beams because these have a nice like weathered look to them that I think is gonna work well for this build. We have, once again, I torture myself. We have a half circle here with this hull. So we're gonna get out our curved tables and put these in place as our structure. So I can use that as like a guide to build out the, what are those called? Ribs. The ribs of the ship. Is that you texting me a picture? Oh, look at her. Is she in your lap? That's a very close-up picture. Aw, she's such a good girl. I think this is approximately the curve that I want from here. Bloop. Is that too big? That might be slightly too big. I'm gonna make it like 150. Yeah, probably about there. 170, we'll say. And we're just gonna keep building this out. It doesn't matter what color these are because they're not gonna stay here. We're just using them as a guide because Art has learned her lesson and she is going to make guides instead of just eyeballing things and having to fix it later. Granted, I don't always have to fix it later, but I have to do it often enough that we're gonna try it this way first. All right, so this does I think this does need to go slightly more this way because it does kind of arch up toward the center where there is a pillar. So we're gonna grab a pillar. Where's that one right there? Right there. Back to our tables. This is going to be a very, I think, technical build. Probably more so than I wanted it to be, considering I have limited time. But it is only the 7th of May, and we have all month. I really hate when they do that. It means I didn't turn it on the correct x-axis first. Most likely. Nope. Alright, fine. Be that way. Turn it here. Can't tell if those are at the same angle. I don't think they are. Or is it just because this one's up a little bit? Trugwa. I don't want to do math. These are... I'm gonna say these are close enough. The math is not mathing. Once again, it did a weird little shimmy when I turned it. So I have a theory that anything that has like a beveled edge doesn't actually know when it's flat to a surface. And so it does those weird little motions that we don't want it to do. See, it's still a little wonky. On PTR, they have fixed the gimbals so that the rotate gimbals have their little ball back. Hi, Bree. Which is very helpful, and I wish it were on live. Trying to get these tables to behave so I have a guide for the ribs in the hull of the ship. Maybe. Yes. I'm elevating it so we can do the thing where they put like some of their storage underneath it. And then we'll have to figure out how we get in there. I mean, it won't be that hard, but you know. Ugh, this is pissing me off. All right. Did it again. Did you see it? It is being a frickin' weirdo. And I hate it. That's definitely not the same. All right, hang on. What we're gonna do. We're gonna line these up underneath these dudes. For real. But the thing is, like, I completely reset that hoping it would not do that little skip thing. And it still did it. Thanks, I hate it. So, which means I need to try this without the shift button. See if that helps. Nope! Did you see it? Why are you like this? Oh! I understand why Revan doesn't use the gimbals. With shaky hands, that would be a real pain. Okay. I think those are at the same. So now I need to mirror it. So I need to hang on. I swear, sometimes these things look completely wrong. It's giant annoyance when these things shift. Like I said, I think it's the beveled edge. Like, you can't convince me it's not the beveled edges, because everything with a beveled edge does this. Where it like just shifts that tiny bit after you place it. in the orientation you want it in a rotate. As soon as you let go of the rotation when you're using shift rotate. All right, I think that's close enough that I can move it over here and mirror it. Also, I hate when things are on an angle because then the gimbals are also weird. All right. So. There. Ugh. That was one tick too far, I think. It's pissing me off. Right? I don't know why everything has to be such a struggle. I mean, I'm sure it's because of the way things have been set up. Finally. Crime a nitlies. I'm looking, I think we want platforms for the bottom of this bad boy. Ugh, we don't have a planked platform that matches the Orgrimmar beams. This is another annoyance. And it is just an annoyance, like I recognize that. Like, it's not the end of the world that this is not patterned wood instead of planked wood. I am zooming in here to understand how much of this is sitting on top of this ledge. Because there's like a gap in the ledge here, but then it also comes up under here. And if I'm building the ribs like in front of the sky, because it comes out in front of this. So here's my beam. Bring this up here. So you could, but you would see the books on the bottom. Also, those are like a wider plank. Let me show, so folks know what we're talking about. Sturdy. My God, my brain was like, "That's not how you spell sturdy," but it totally is. So the back of these has like a panel. This is kind of a bad example because it's so dark. Do I have one that's, yeah, not dyed? So you have you could do a bunch of them this way, but if you do that, you might as well do beams, to be honest. And it has like the wider planking this way. But you have the metal bits that you would have to figure out what to do with, and they're quite wide. So I feel like it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other kind of thing. Like either way, it's not going to be quite right. So what I was trying to see is like where this beam would fall so that I could align this platform. Because that first rib, this is kind of broken like on an angle this way. So the first rib kind of sticks out from it. that the right angle? Yeah, it goes, yeah, that's the right angle. I need to bring this up a little bit more. This is going to have to move back. So we'll go back. And we can always reconsider too. If I want to do a different flooring, we can do that. We're just going to block this out so we know where stuff is going to be. Kind of get a feel for this, see if it is doing what we want it to do. Like, I feel like I can already tell that this is not deep enough. Yeah, it's definitely not deep enough. So remember, I moved this back because I was like, that feels like it's going to be really big if it's too far forward, but it needs to be farther forward. Like by quite a bit. In order to get the depth that we want. So, out everything comes. I think even maybe a wee bit more. So we're getting wider and wider as we move out. This is going to be the issue here. We may need another table. Let's see. Maybe not. We might be okay. Because yeah, I think we're going to be okay actually. Because it doesn't actually have to span the entire width of the room. Because we have, like, there is an open space between where the left side of the hull is and where the side of the rocks are. So go back over here. So yeah, there's like a gap there that I think we can mimic on the side of the room. Okay. Yeah. This is one I really wish I had an undo because I'm not entirely sure which thing I pulled on here. I think I pulled on the whole item is the problem. All right. Escape, so I don't do that again. Yeah, that feels about right. Also, I think these are still overlapping a bit. Again, really hate when things are, I mean, obviously I like the look of when things are on an angle, but dealing with them, that's a whole other thing. All right. Then this comes. So There is like a jagged bit that sticks out here. Like right around here. Where we have this comes out, then there's a hole. It's not right up snug though, it's more like this. Like that. Grab another one of those. So like we have the hole there. We're gonna make that more jagged, but I had to know where it was so I know where this beam needs to go, this pillar here. Which needs to back up a wee bit. I think I might need to go take a look at this again. Pretty sure this is slightly elevated. Let me look at the zoomed in picture. So this is what I'm looking at here. Is where these two guys are. Like here's the hole, right? Actually, I've kind of patterned this wrong. So this actually needs to come back this way. Right there'll be a, I'm gonna use a beam. This comes out, like on the other side of that hole. Right, big jagged hole. Then this actually straightens out a bit. This might be okay where it's at. I mean, obviously it's not going to be that far down because it shouldn't go below the deck. Yeah, I think I want another small guy here. Also, never mind that these are not matching up. That is okay for right now. We just want to get this in so we can see where stuff is going to go and make our hole, do things like that. And then we can worry about what orientation stuff is in and whether we want it to stay that way or not. Or whether that's even the flooring we want to use in the long run. And then it comes back out. So we're going to use one of the bigger ones again to get a little more length. And we are aiming for, we know where stuff is gonna go, not everything needs to be perfect. That is not what we're trying to do right now. And is this the shape and size that we want? I think it is getting there, which is nice. Pretty sure I'm gonna run out of the stuff I need though. That is not nice. I don't like that. Bree, I don't think you were here when I mentioned the LFG Battle of the Builds is being judged on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. And I shared the Twitch channel for it. So if you are interested and not busy, it will be available to watch, even here. I didn't share it in the Discord, but I kind of shared it here in the thingy, Twitch chat. Let me do that. Let me share it over there. I have the sun is over here. It's bouncing off the window over there and directly into my eyeballs. It's quite annoying. Where should I put this? Welcome neighbor or... I mean, you can't control the sun, Bree, but I appreciate it. Okay. Up a link. London. All right, it is in the Discords. It starts much earlier. They let me grab their agenda. Oh, apparently it's also at least so there's going to be like a Raider IO tournament as well as part of this. That's going to be also on the official Warcraft channel. Interesting. Here we go. And they just like shared a picture on social, so I guess I will copy this, put it in here. There you go. So we will see how it goes. I was telling Trug, like, I haven't been contacted, so I'm assuming I'm not one of the finalists, but I also have like no idea what to expect from this, so I guess we'll see. Okay. Going back to our tortollan. And of course, Mego is going to be reviewing the April challenge tomorrow night on her channel. Just based on when they did the last stream, I'm guessing around 7 p.m. Eastern. But if I see her go on, uh, I will let you know. Or you can go follow her and turn on notifications for when she goes live. I'm sure she would like that. She's very fun to watch. She's super creative in her builds. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. And I think sun is killing me. If I go too far this way, then I actually get the sun. I should just close the freaking blinds, but I know that in like 10 minutes it's gonna pass by. Okay, so in the back here, hang on. There's like a center beam. Where does that center beam start? Okay, it goes all the way through. So, I'm gonna grab some beams. I honestly can't tell if that's where it needs to be. It is at the wrong angle. Actually, it comes out quite a ways in front of this. Right, then we can build from there. Hang on, I gotta get up here. Should have given myself stairs. Damn it. Alright. Platform method it be. Alright, let's... Oi. And then I'm going to tilt these maybe like 10%? As it comes down toward the back. Yeah, I think that looks right. On this one. Why? I'm so confused because this one on that axis definitely is the opposite, which means this one's probably a wrong go. All right. Crazy. Yikes. All right, there we go. Nope, that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Look. Yeah, I like the Orgrimmar beams for this, because they do have that kind of weathered look to them. Alright, so then this one needs to be, this one was 340, so this one needs to be 350, no, 330. Right, because we said tens. Oh no, Bree, it's probably a trap. Be careful. I am wondering if that needs to be higher. Like maybe this needs to be higher and then all of these need to go upward. Because those tortollans had some headspace back there. So yeah, that feels more appropriate. Last one, I think. All right, what was this one at? 330? Yes. Okay, so this would be 320. I suppose I could turn ADT back on. I had it off from 12.0.5 because it was acting up. But I haven't tested it in a while. See if it's working again. Anybody worked with it? Oh yeah, look at that. That looks nice. That looks like a hull. Haha! What I do see though is that it is much wider than what I have here. So let me, if I make these 200, I'll have to realign them, but that's okay. Is that wide enough? It's pretty close. Actually, do I even need to align them? Look at how nice and smooth that is. I might just leave it just like that. Because the hull's going to come up over here, so you're not even going to see all this. This might be the only exception. This is going quite a ways past our pillar. Why? Oh, because it's a pillar. I can't resize the pillar with the thingy. Pillar's pretty big. Not quite as, actually that might be okay. This should be slightly wider than the pillar, which is what's happening right now. But, and I think we're good. I think we're good. We did a thing. Look at that. We have a nice curved rib for the hull. That will stay, regardless of anything else. We did one good thing. I know, I'm looking at this beam. And I'm like, damn it, I think I might want to do this all with beams. Is that what I want to do? That seems a little insane. But maybe the worth it kind of insane? Where's that chair? Whoop. Yeah, this is dyed. So we would have to undye it, but I just want to see how this looks in here. And I would have to decide. Probably seat down, I'm thinking. High-backed Orgrimmar chair. That's the only one I have? How? Probably because the rest are being used around the, Hang on, let me try the bookcase instead. Wait, do I? Okay, I have exactly one of those as well. Rude. Yeah, they're in the brewery. They're with the mole machine. Or they're in the, like I have some that are in the kit bash version of the firewood. Oh, that looks nice actually. And that hides better. All right, let's go with the bookcases. I don't know why these keep acting so. Look at that. Why? Like, why? Why are you so weird? Boy, but does it look nice? Looks very, very nice. Just wish it would stay where I frickin' put it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm writing that down. Do they have, is there a, the big one doesn't have the jaggedy, does it? Hang on. Orgrimmar. Yeah, no, the large Orgrimmar bookcase has the sod planed. I don't know, smooth logs. This is what happens when you give a layman a license to build. All right, the short Orgrimmar bookcase, bookshelf, bookcase. All right. Since we are trying things out, I want to see what the Belemeth platform would look like with the Orgrimmar beams. So it is a bit lower. Hang on, how much lower? Oh, we can still run under it. So plenty big enough for storage purposes. That means I need to move some things around, but easy enough. Like what I do need to do. No, I think that was right. It needs to be aligned with this, right? Yeah. What do you think? I think I like that. I don't think it's too far off. Like if these are going, so the other place this is going to show up, right, is along the between the ribs. Hang on. Because they kind of have that little bit of hint of like greenish brown in there to almost make it look like seaweed. Here's the 10 degree. It's this one up here. I feel like that's yes, Chugwa. I should fill it with water. Oh my god, this would be so expensive. I should not have had this idea. God damn it, Trugwa. I'm gonna make you farm all this void light marl. It disappears. Ah, interesting. Fuck. I think that might work though. To make like ripples of the water above us. How much are those? They're like, please tell me they're less than 200 marl a piece. I have a bunch in the Bridgerton house. Ah, fuck me, they're 250 a piece. Not 90. It's so far through the wall that I can't even see the gimbals. I wish you could see it from more angles. Can't tell which way these go. I think it's that one. Yep. Indeed, it does. I'm a little worried about these edges. It's gonna take so many though. Shit, I don't know if I have time to farm up all that marl. We could just use the... Oi, I forgot you can't grab those by the light they emit. Gone, hanging. What? Oh, the one that's in here. There we go. Oi. That's going to be an issue. It's got to go the other way, but I want it to like shine down. Hmm. Once again, daylight room foiling us. Because it like disappears at certain angles. Huh. I mean, the other. Hang on. I mean, we could do it from the floor up. I want like this. I want you to like see the sky. feels like we're out in the open. Because we got to cover this entire floor anyhow. Oh, yeah. That might work. And I have like 4 of those. Also, wait, we have them as our thingy guys. So, oh, wait. Endeavor. Alliance Endeavor, guys. That's the word I was looking for. Ooh. Like you have to be able to touch it to activate it is the only thing about this that is annoying. So I'm like, can I do this in such a way that I can only see the one button? Haha, look at that, I can. And, oh, ooh. That is not foiled by this sunlight room. I would need to do the same with these. I need to get it. I mean, again, we're covering this, so not as important down here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How small can we make that button? Yeah, I might just do them all from the ground up. Like this one back here isn't a bad spot because this is all gonna have the hull coming around it. But still, I think that's a good solution. Ooh. Also gonna have to, you know what though, I could put the, hang on, hang on, hang on. Like we need something for the door here. I can go pilfer from the other room too. I have a bunch of these in the ballroom. Hang on, let me go grab another one. Because then we have a thematic entrance. We have the lighting. We have some bubblies. Where am I going? Ballroom. We can borrow this one. Yeah, the question is, same direction or do we turn this one so that when they overlap, it just turned around again because I pushed it through the wall. So close. Look at that! So pretty! Got a little bit of artifacting going on where they overlap, but move it over. Does that help? Don't want to move them too far apart because I don't want a gap there. There we go. Nice! We did 3 good things today. If we look at that. Like it definitely is starting to look watery. There. Yep. I just want that little handle down there and it won't let me take it. Trying to distribute these slightly more unevenly. There's my handle for my my little gimbal way out in the fields. There. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, we got somewhere today. All right. So now that I am not distracted by that, thank you, Bree. What were our thoughts on on the Belemeth beams? With the Orgrimmar, or Belemeth platforms with the Orgrimmar beams. I think I like it better than this. And I think it's okay, even if we use these, for it to be lighter because it's like broken off. All right. That's what we're doing then. We're going to go with the Belemeth. Now that we kind of know what we want this to look like. Yes, I did just think about undoing the one that I was standing on, which, yes, would have dropped me to the floor unceremoniously as soon as I moved. Okay, so. All right. I think the plan. So I also need to move these so that the bottoms are aligned with like where the bottom of the thingy here is. Is we'll want the ribs, right, to intersect with that beam. All right. Wet forms. How many of these do I have? Not very many at all. Boo. So we're going to add Belemeth platforms to the shopping list. Belemeth large platform. Some breaking news. The yucky war kind. We're not gonna pay attention to that right at the moment. Also, very grateful I am not a driver in California right now. Yep, I think that's the right choice, fam. I like it. I like it. I am wondering. So there's like big silver um washers? I don't know what to call them. Around this. What do we have? Like, is there a barrel?
Spooky. What you're doing?
No.
It's kind of raving.
No, darling. It's not a rave. Now that won't work. Hmm. I think this is going to have the same problem. It's going to be too small. Uh, maybe not. Like it's close. It's so close. Hmm. Wait. That's more like it. The problem is down here now. What else? What else do we have that has like a silver banding on it? Like if these weren't freaking gold, I mean, I suppose we could use gold. There's nothing stopping us. Hiding the prey will be the problem. I mean, I do have the plain flint that has no prey on it. Yeah. So close. I mean, it's got the little feet sticking out, and obviously we have the bucket handle down here. So this is eventually going to have to come up, right? Be more even with the floor. I'm going to push this up so I can see where that's at in relation to this. Because we could. Hang on. Yep, that is an option too, Bree. That's probably a really good option. It's a little fancy, but because the other option, hang on, do I have, yeah, let me downsize that slightly. That might help with some of these options. Uh, is it not elegant? Is it just elven? Ah, here it is. I don't have any undyed ones, so. Closer. I might need like a second one. Oh boy, lining these up. Yikes. I have a feeling there's a rotation thing happening here. Yeah, there we go. That lines up better. Wait. Or does it? Oh my god. You know what? I bet the top and bottom bevels are not the same size. Like, why is that lining up? Yep, no, what the? Like, I sized them both at 190, right? What the fuck? And they are the same table. Not that. That might be as close as it gets. You might just always have that little bit off. Maybe it's because they're different colors? Like, I don't mind that with this up, but I wanted the deeper. Let's see. I think that might be it. Yeah. I mean, it does still have that weird line in there, but you can't really even see it if you're not up close. I think that'll do. I think that'll do. Oh, reminder, drink your water. And then I'd have to repeat it at the top. And that actually, I think, will make this feel like the right size. Um, oh, I guess these aren't called masks. Fine. I mean, they have like tiki masks. I think we're gonna use Loa to make this. I mean, we could use Blansamdi. But I feel like I want the Loa. Like, look at how pretty Akelzon would look right there. And then you just stick some lights in his eyeballs. Uh, like, that is a giant gimbal for that tiny candle. I think it actually gives off more light from the bottom than the top. Eh, not bright enough. Blight fire, that's what I was. These babies are bright. You just gotta find Akelzon's eyes. Yeah. Wait. Hang on. All right, we'll put his other eyeball in, but also there's kind of like a uh, foggy, misty, green, foggy, misty. All right, these books are dumb because they don't show the right color in edit mode. But hang on, let me bury this in here. It might need to be more like tilted more forward because it's going to come from this direction. Just going to pull it down a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can put this other eyeball in. What size did I make that? 140. Goes on looking slightly derpy. There we go. All right, let's see if the book. Oh, it's very close. Like you can see a little bit of green. Not enough though. It's all behind him. All right. I tucked it in there so well I don't think I can even get a hold of it without the placed list. What was that thing called? Something Codex of Nature something. Help me, WowDB. Endless Codex. All right, endless. Here we go. All right, let's bring this forward. Make it smaller. And see if we can keep it closer to the surface without seeing it. All right, let's. They're still poking out a wee bit there. Wonder if I bring it up here, will that help? Let's see. Oh! Yes. I don't know that like this color green is appropriate for Eccleston, but that looks cool as hell. We did 4 good things today. I gotta take a screenshot of that because I will use that as the cover for this video. Screenshot. Let's go. There we go. Boom. Boom. Yes. Don't pretend like you're watching.
I am. You got the glowy thing.
All right. We have a cover image. Beautimous. Beautimous. All right. I can move this guy back down now. All right. So I can almost guarantee that this weekend I will be working on this. At least I want to try and get the floor laid in. If I can get the planks in and like the general shape, then we can make our hole and start building out like our like the rest of the hull and then the party part of it. But I'm pretty well chuffed with that for today. I think we did a good job. I feel like this is still a little... There we go. Yeah, that is very cool. And then we have all of our driftwood and nets to put up in there. So, and we'll have 2 more. We'll use 2 more Loa. uh, as we finish this off. They definitely have two, like one's kind of above the bar with like pink glowy effects, and then one off to the right side with some red glowy effects. So we will have to see what we can do for those. But I just can't believe how much that looks like what it's supposed to. We did such a good job. By accident, kind of. On that part at least. Oh, gosh. All right. So I'll get that floor down. If I can get the ribs in, I will. Now that I kind of know how I did this one, I may do these the same, where I just line them all up um, in the order and then upsize them to get the nice smooth curve. I hope I remember that trick, because shit, that worked really well. Tomorrow, Mego will stream, and we will see how the Void and Light judging goes. Bree will get to have her first build judging. Saturday, LFG judging for Battle of the Builds. And then next week, I might pop in this weekend, depending on what happens with LFG. Like, if it comes to find out I am a finalist, like I might get on here and crow about it. And so we will see. Uh, Otherwise, I will be back next week and we will continue this build. But uh, really, really happy with where it's at right at the moment. So I will leave it there for the night and see you hopefully this weekend. Talk to you later.